The restaurant buzzed with laughter, clinking glasses, and birthday songs echoing from every corner. Balloons floated to the ceiling, kids tore through gift wrap, and families gathered close, smiles wide. But at the very back table, beside a pink frosted cake that read, "Happy 9th Birthday, Lila," a little girl in a wheelchair sat completely alone, her head bowed, her trembling fingers fiddling with the unlit candles. And that was when a man holding his son's hand noticed her. He bent down and whispered, "Do you want to go say hi to her?" The boy nodded. And together, they approached her table. Beginning, the girl who sat alone. Lila was used to being stared at. Ever since the accident that left her legs paralyzed 2 years ago, people either looked too long, or not at all. Her father, Daniel Cross, was one of the most powerful CEOs in the city. He could close billion-dollar deals in an afternoon, launch tech empires from nothing, but somehow, he couldn't keep his daughter from being lonely. Daniel had arranged everything, the fanciest restaurant, the most beautiful cake, a magician, even a princess character. But the guests, they never showed up. School friends canceled. Some never replied. Others whispered things behind her back that Lila had pretended not to hear for months. "She's weird now. I don't know what to say to her. Her dad's rich. She doesn't need friends." So she sat there. Alone. Again. Daniel was late, held up on a last-minute business call. His assistant tried to keep Lila company, but even she stepped away to answer emails. Lila just stared at the untouched cake, hoping someone would see her. And someone finally did. Enter, the single dad. Eric was a construction worker, recently divorced, and juggling 2 jobs while raising his 7-year-old son, Max. They'd come to the restaurant for a cheap, kids-eat-free meal, a small treat after a hard week. Max had noticed the girl first. "Daddy, why is she alone on her birthday?" Eric looked. He saw the wheelchair. The slumped shoulders. The fake smile every few minutes, as if she were trying to pretend she didn't care. He knew that kind of smile. He wore it for years after his wife left. Without hesitation, Eric stood up. "Come on, buddy. Let's go ask her something." The invitation that changed everything. Lila was startled when the man and boy approached. "Hey," Eric said with a warm smile. "I hope we're not intruding, but, would it be alright if we joined you?" Lila blinked. "You, want to sit with me?" "Only if you'll have us," Max said, grinning. "I'm Max. I'm 7, but almost 8. I'm Lila," she whispered. "And today, I'm 9. Max looked at the cake. "That's the prettiest birthday cake I've ever seen." Lila's smile grew, just a little. And so, without anyone else's permission, without RSVP cards or expensive gifts, a real birthday party began. The forgotten CEO. Daniel arrived 20 minutes later, out of breath and tense. He expected disappointment. Tears. Another memory ruined. But instead, he found his daughter laughing. She was smiling, really smiling, for the first time in months. A boy was blowing party horns, making silly jokes, and she was rolling with laughter. A rugged man sat beside her, carving out slices of cake. Daniel froze. He was used to boardrooms. Investors. People who said, "Yes, sir," and never dared challenge him. But watching his daughter with strangers, genuine, unguarded joy, he realized something painful. All his power hadn't protected her from feeling invisible. He approached cautiously. "Lila," he said softly. She turned. "Daddy. This is Max and his dad, Eric." They joined me so I wouldn't be alone. Daniel looked at Eric. Eric stood. Hope it's okay. She looked like she could use a couple of party crashers. Daniel swallowed hard. It's more than okay. Thank you, for being here when I wasn't. Two different worlds collide. Despite their different backgrounds, Daniel and Eric began talking. What started as polite small talk turned into something deeper. Eric spoke about his struggles, working 60-hour weeks, missing moments with Max, doing his best but always feeling like he was falling short. Daniel admitted his guilt, about chasing success while missing out on Lila's pain, trying to buy happiness instead of being present. The two men couldn't have been more different. One in steel-toed boots and calloused hands. The other in a tailored suit, gold watch gleaming. But they both understood what it meant to fail their children, and desperately want to do better. The days that followed. After that day, something shifted. Max and Lila became inseparable. He pushed her wheelchair like it was a race car. She taught him how to make origami animals. He made her laugh when physical therapy got hard. She taught him how to be patient. Eric and Daniel became unexpected friends, too. Daniel offered Eric a part-time contract renovating his company's new office, allowing him more time with Max. Eric, in return, grounded Daniel, reminding him that showing up for your child matters more than showing up for the next board meeting. Lila still faced challenges. Some kids still avoided her. Her legs didn't magically heal. But she wasn't invisible anymore. She had Max. And her dad was finally really there, not just around. Final scene, 1 year later. It was Lila's 10th birthday. This time, the restaurant was still decorated, the cake even bigger, but the celebration was different. There were fewer people. Just the ones that mattered. Max and Lila wore matching party hats. Eric sat beside Daniel, both clapping as she made her wish. What did you wish for? Max asked. Lila grinned. I don't have to wish anymore. I already got it last year. Closing message. Sometimes, the smallest act of kindness, a simple, "Can we join you?" can change someone's life forever. Because no child should have to blow out birthday candles alone. And sometimes, the most important things in life aren't the ones we build in boardrooms or buy with bonuses. They're the people who see us when the world looks away. End scene, fade to black, soft piano music. Text on screen. See people. Sit with them. Even just once. It might be the moment they never forget.